They're not just peaceful protests, they are truly hate marches calling for the end of Israel.
You're saying that all the people on there are conducting hate?
I think what you see, if you see those marches...
Yeah, I've reported from them. I mean, you're saying these marches should be banned.
Yeah, and marches in their own right are a process of radicalisation being involved in them. Of course, I'm not talking about every single person, but you have to look overall at the thing that is happening here. And we have to say in our society...
Marches are a process of radicalisation?
That is one of the things that can happen in a march. That is what is going on in our country. And we have to say, this is not all right.
Would you be happy with, say, Tommy Robinson's marches, which included Elon Musk calling for the overthrow of our government? You're happy for that to go ahead?
I don't believe that Tommy Robinson here is talking about wanting to get rid of Israel and eradicate the Jewish people.
But he has
that is a completely different thing.
But at multiple demonstrations, not just his, but including Britain First rallies, for example, we've seen crowds chanting things like "Allah is a paedophile," "Muslim bombers off our streets," signs reading "Stop Islam," "Ban Islam," or framing Islam as inherently violent or incompatible with Britain. Lots of Muslims would see that and think, that threatens me. Should they be banned?
So I want a tolerant society, and I want people to be able to, freely protest and express their views. But what I don't want is a situation where we start tolerating events which are basically calling for the eradication of the
They're
Jewish
calling for
population.
Muslims to be left to be deported from Britain.
All right.
Not everyone clearly at those marches for Gaza and Palestine would be racist. Clearly they wouldn't be. But you're saying that some of the people there are racist and are calling for violent, appalling things. So on the basis of that logic, you would ban Tommy Robinson's rally, because some of the people, not all the people there are racist and calling for appalling things, but some people are.
No, I've explained my position. It feels to me like we're going... it feels like we're going round and round in circles. So I don't see the benefit in going on as to the one thing versus another.
I'm just wondering what the consistency is. That's all.
It is consistent. I'd say, and
two calls for violence against two different groups.
No,
one's bad, one's okay.
Calling for a death to a group of people, that is not okay. That is not the right thing in our country.
Ban Islam. So ban Muslims, basically. How is that not really dangerous to a group of people when you're saying ban Islam?
I'm saying
ban Muslims from this country.
Calling for the death of a whole, of people, of the Jewish people, that is not something acceptable.
So ban Judaism would be okay.
So what we're saying, I think you're going into hypotheticals. What about this? What about that? We've seen what's happened. What we've seen happen in this country is become normalised that it is essentially okay to call for the end of Israel, and we don't agree with that.
Lots of Muslims think that hatred against them has become normalised. You don't agree?
Look, I don't support hatred against any group of people. So there's a very specific thing that were happening, and look, we're seeing it in this huge rise of where we started this conversation in attacks against Jewish people.
It's absolutely appalling.
Huge rise of anti-Semitism translating into violence, translating into people's lives,
and so on. I mean, we've seen hatred on the rise in every direction.